I'm Claire from Wild Ginger Running, and here are my top 5 tips for running and staying cool in a heat wave such as is about to befall Britain this weekend. So I actually got these tips from Tim Piggott, coach and physio for HP3. Spoke to him last night about his amazing 100-mile greatness. He just broke the course record on the Summer Spine Challenger, so congrats to him, because 12 years ago he was in a massive car crash and on life support for 5 days, multiple surgeries, wheelchairs, rehab later, and he's got himself back into a position where he is beating course records for 100 milers. The race was actually 112 miles, but it was in June, it was very, very hot, so his advice on this is absolutely paramount, because he knows what he's doing when it comes to running in the heat. So here we go. Tip number 1, start off cool. Now this is presuming that you aren't already doing stuff like running in the shady woods or waking up super early or going running super late in the day to avoid the sun. So this is if you can't do those things. So start off cool, and you do that by drinking cold water. And also, even if you're in like an office with aircon or something, don't layer up with the jumpers. You want to be really cool as possible before you go for that run in the hot sun. Number 2, take water, obviously, but if you are organised, not like me, you could put that soft bottle in the freezer overnight and take frozen water with you, so when it cools it's just lovely to drink, cools the body down. If you're not quite that organised, pop a few ice cubes in, achieves pretty much the same effect with minimal effort. So definitely do that one. Number 3, also pop an electrolyte tablet in that drink, because you're going to be sweating more, and not only water that you're going to be losing, but also electrolytes. So sodium in particular is the one that you want, and that also can be obviously found in common table salt. So if you haven't got any fancy schmancy electrolyte tablets, then just put a pinch or 2 of salt into your water bottle. And then number 4, wear clothing which allows you to breathe, move freely and ventilate. So I am sporting this particularly lovely holy top here, very holy, very vented, very breathable, that the wind is going right through, chilling me right down throughout the body. So make sure you've got something with technical fabric that's going to wick the sweat away and do the same job as your body is trying to do naturally for you. So wicking fabrics, technical clothing, and not too much of it unless you're ginger like me, in which case it's probably wiser to wear a t-shirt so you don't have to bathe in suntan cream before you leave a building. So then tip number 5 is my personal favourite. So Tim recommends using water to cool yourself down. So he doesn't mean like, he actually said if you tip a cup of water over your head, over your face, then it merely tricks the body into thinking that it's cooling down. So that's not the best place to throw that water. The best place to put that water is on your wrist, because you have 2 arteries and 2 major veins going through this wristical area here. So get a buff, dampen it in a stream or with your water bottle, and put it around your wrist, and that will cool you down way more than tipping it over your head. Good tip, isn't it? Now I'm going to demonstrate this tip in just a moment, because I don't know if you've noticed, but I am going past a river just now. So if I just head in here, and hopefully I can reach the river. Oh no, it's a bit high at this point. Oh dear. I can't reach the river there. Well, okay, I'm going to carry on a bit until I've reached a good point in the river, but I'm going to tell you about how I like to take Tim's little tip just one step further, and that is that I like to plan my runs around swimming spots. So for example, on Tuesday, training for a half marathon, I went with my friend Jim and we planned a run there. Just before, like 2 miles before home, we'd hit this swimming spot at Timwell, and so we'd done 7 miles. We were really hot and sweaty, even though we'd started really early in the morning, and we jumped in. I just went in with all my clothes on, didn't care. Shoes dry, everything dries, and it was only 2 miles home, so not really long enough for you to get chafing. So jumped in the water, swam for maybe 5-10 minutes maybe, and then lo and behold, cool enough to walk home. So I think I might be able to do my wrist trick here. Let's just have a quick go. Oh no, it's still going to be too darn steep. Let's carry on running, see if we can do it at a later point. But do you see what I mean? If you're cunning about these things, you can hit patches of water, dip your wrist in, or just use the water that's in your water bottles. So we'll have one last try down here, see if we can hit the water. Oh, there was a really good point just a bit further back there. Anyway, you get what I mean. Oh, I think I might be able to do it here. Right, come with me here. Yes, here we go. Right, so trying not to fall in, I am now going to attempt to put my wrists into the water and film it for you. Let's just have a look. Still pretty far away. Let's see. Okay, I'm going to kneel. There we go. Right, cooking with gas. Do not drop the GoPro, Claire. Okay, wrist in water. Lovely. Oh, that's really nice. It's really nice. Now, obviously, on a race, you're not going to be hanging around to be just chilling in the water. Oh, I'd love to get in there actually. But yeah, that's what you need to do. Plan your run around strategic watering holes, because the water cools the blood. Remember the song? Mud, mud, glorious mud. Nothing quite like it for cooling the blood. So follow me, follow, which you have done, thank you very much, down to the hollow. And there we will wallow in glorious mud or water, whatever is cool. So thank you very much for listening to these top 5 tips for staying cool in the summer heat wave. And thank you so much for Tim Piggott for giving me these tips. Listen to Tim's broadcast on my YouTube channel. Just Google Wild Ginger Running Tim Piggott, P-I-G-O-T-T. I'll cut that bit. And he's at HPC3 Coaching. There is a link to that very blog where I stole all of these tips from in the film description below his film, and the film is called How to Run 100 Miles with Coach Tim Piggott. So hopefully you can find it on my other YouTube films. Right, happy running in the sun this weekend, everybody, and I hope you can find a river just like that to plunge your wrists into, or more. Whole body, go on. I know you'll love it.